Hi guys, we're back at Smash Fishing. We're currently out at 1 in the morning and we're going out for some shrimps and possibly a lobster. So stay tuned. I'm sure we'll find some creatures along the way. It's Smash Fishing, baby. Woo! This is a first for me. I have never found a hedgehog on a beach. It's just rooting through all the seaweed there. Look at that. So many flies around tonight. But interesting to see a hedgehog. He's not far from the land. So I'm going to leave him here. He'll make his way back up. Cool to see though. Didn't know hedgehogs would go on the beach. There's a lobster in here, guys. You can see the perfect dugout tunnel here. There's a rock next to it with a tunnel as well. And I've just seen the whiskers. Let's see if we can get him out. The whiskers are just here. Don't know if you can see the little red one just sticking out there. Here he comes, guys. It's just popped out the back. Where's he gone? Oh, he's just gone into this hole. He just pinched me. We found him. There we go. First lobster of the night. I've got a little blood blister on my nail. He got me right on the nail, this one. Definitely not legal, but nice to find all the same. I am really high up the beach at the moment. So it's awesome to find the first Larry of the night. Just giving him a helping hand. He can go straight in there then. He's back in his home. Job done. These are definitely the ones we're after tonight. Look at that. That's a beautiful sized prawn, that one. Lovely big one. We got a few smaller ones in here. About this size is like the smallest I'm going to take. So I want to put these on some barbecue skewers. So there we go. Seems like in this little pool, there's a few prawns for us to eat. Lovely job. Check the size of this out for a scorpion fish. Look at the colours on that. Got beautiful pinks on it. They sit around on the low waters just waiting for the shrimps and stuff. Such a pretty fish. Look at the gold, the blues, the greens underneath. That's a lovely size one, that. Cracking size squat lobster here. Look at that. What a beauty. They move so strange, these things. Almost spider-like. He wants to bite me. Don't bite me today. That's pretty big for... They're known as the common squat lobster or the olive squat lobster. It's quite a big one, that, for the species, I must admit. Let's get her back. There's some big prawns showing up at the moment. Back you go, little buddy. I'll see you next time. Got another beauty right here. Look at that. Oh, quite hard to hold sometimes. That lovely size shrimp though. We get her in the bag. She's going in the cook pot. There's something so relaxing about this. I'm just walking. I'm only in about 2 foot of water and I'm just slowly walking around. There's not a breath of wind. There's crabs walking around absolutely everywhere. You can see that lady crab down there. There's hundreds around at the moment. There's no wind whatsoever. They go force 4 tonight and it's been absolutely still. Oh, I got him. Oh, these are one of my favourite things to find foraging at night time. This is the baby cuttlefish and they are one of the coolest little things ever. Look at that thing. I love the way it moves. It looks absolutely insane. You find hundreds of those just on the little sandy bays that I'm in. You could run the tide down and these would be laying all over the sand. What a cool creature. They really are such a cool creature to watch. Look at that colour change. Looks amazing. It's one of the big old lobster hole here. In the past I've had some really big ones out of here, and there's a lot of holes to it, so you've got to be quick if there is anything. Oh, I think there is. Yeah. Where's he going? There he is. Going on the run. There we go. Another lobster down. Only a small one. Check that little bad boy out. Don't want to get pinched again tonight. My thumb still hurts. Look at that. Perfect miniature lobster right there. Oh, it's got all of his antennae. Lovely job. You always find the lobsters in this spot in particular are very good condition. Back you go, little buddy. See a lobster here, guys. Missed him. Where's he gone? Here he goes. He's starting to walk out, guys. Got him. Oh look, it's a nice female lobster. I don't know if that's going to be gauge. I thought it was a lot bigger judging by the claws. No, this one's just out of size. What a shame. Lovely lobster though. Next year that one will definitely be legal size. Hopefully we can find his great grandma. It's a baby flatfish here, guys. Got him. Check this out. Check that little beast out. This is a sole. They get quite a lot bigger than this as well. Awesome to see down here. I've never found a sole down this part before, so it's nice to see. Just going to keep looking around now, and hopefully we can find some more. Awesome little creatures these are, and when they're bigger they are delicious. Such a cool creature. Love the way they just bury themselves down into the sand like that. Just picked up a nice sized wrasse here, guys. This is called the Ballon wrasse. They come in all different colours. They get quite big as well. It's nice to see all the different species turning up on this beach finally. Shows that the environment's good. Loads of population. This tiny little baby lobster. I'm not going to handle him too much. Lovely to see though. We haven't found any big ones yet. We found loads of different stuff, but the big lobsters are definitely eluding us today. Got a lovely sized prawn again here. It's going straight in the bag. I've more concentrated on trying to net some big prawns now. And that's all I'm doing. Just swiping at them. They are really quick in these rocks like this. So I'm going to work on that, and hopefully we can get some monsters. Finding plenty of lobsters now that tide's gone down a bit more. But just no big ones just yet. This lobster's actually a little bit soft, but hey, another one down. Put that one back in there. Come on, we gotta find the boost. Look at that. That's a beauty of a prawn. Not a jumbo saw, but nice size ones. Exactly the sort we want. If we can get a nice handful of these, we'll be laughing. We're still running around trying to what's that? That was a squid. Oh, it's a baby cuttlefish. Another one. So a little bit smaller, that. Another little baby cuttle. But if I can get a nice handful of prawns, we can have a nice barbecue. That's what I'm hoping for. We're looking forward to some prawns. Couple of nice ones there. Slowly starting to build up a little bag full now. We're in a nice little area where it's full of weed. They seem to like there's like a big ledge somewhere. They seem to like the underneath of it. So it's a good little tip that for these. Look for the little ledges. Oh, a couple of juicy ones here. It's actually really fun trying to catch these shrimps. I'm walking along just trying to find an area where there's quite a few of them, and I just sweep the whole lot up. And you never know what you're going to find as well. I'm finding loads of baby fish. Oh, that's a lovely sized shrimp right there. That's the big ones we want. Lovely big juicy things. These go well on the skewers. Starting to build up a little bag full now. Come on. Oh, such a beautiful night. I'm really enjoying this, just smooching around. That tide's going to be turning soon, so we'll start packing up in a little bit. Oh, there's someone here. Look at this. Oh, get it under there. We got a good amount in this bit. But yeah, we'll be packing up soon, guys. What I want to do is just load up on a few more prawns. Keep a couple of these bigger ones. They're so quick to jump. Find if you grab them by the hairs on the front there, makes them, you can hold them a lot better that way. Got a few bits of bobs in here. Got 3 species of fish in one net. This is a baby ballan wrasse. Perfect little greens on that. Then we got the cork wing wrasse, which they've got a really rainbow effect on their head. All different colours. Awesome. We got a tiny little bullhead, or scorpion fish they're also known as. Got a few better ones in here. Not as big as the last one we had, but got some decent ones all the same. Straight in the bag they go. Haven't seen any more the size of the one we lost. That thing was huge. But hey, we're making do. We're getting them big enough to eat. That's the main thing. Lovely amount of prawns around here. Under one ledge, it's about 10 prawns here, and I've just seen another big one in the water there. So I'm just going to grab the bigger ones. Look at that. Lovely amount of prawns in there. We're going to head up now, guys. And then just going to go to the edge of the shore and have a look around if I can find any flatfish. But if not, what we're going to do is just empty out our bag of all the seaweed. I've put a load of seaweed in there to keep them alive. So I'm going to empty out the bag, see how much prawns we got, and go start a barbecue. Back at the bag now, guys. What I'm going to do is just pour all these out. There's quite a few prawns in here. We actually got quite a big haul. There we go, there's one there. And look at that. Got a healthy dose of prawns here. Enough for a few skewers. I found a rubber band as well. There we go. Got a lovely amount of them. Check that out. Loads of them. So what we'll do, separate all these now from the seaweed, and we'll head out to a nice sheltered spot we can cook them up. This cool little fish right here, guys. This is called a dragonet. Oh god, he's gone. You don't usually see a lot of these around. It's really cool. Lovely little fish. Look at that. Really docile. They get quite big as well. Sometimes very pretty. While our barbecue's cooking down nicely, guys, I've got some skewers with me. I've actually been bringing these skewers for 3 months now, because I've always planned to do a shrimp video, but I've always ended up finding a lobster or bass or something, so just shows how long. And all we're doing with these, you've got your shrimp, you just go straight through the head with the skewer and just keep threading them on. I really do enjoy eating shrimps this way. Get a nice big crunch. You get a nice bit of flavour there as well. You can't beat a little bit of smoked flavour from the barbecue. It is absolutely delicious. It's just gone 4:30 in the morning, so we have the sun coming up soon. But some of these prawns, as you can see, beautiful size, really big prawns. Well worth the effort of foraging a few to get a few skewers, that's for sure. Lovely job. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to finish off my skewers. I think we got enough for about 3 here. Then I'll show you the finished product. Check these out, guys. We managed to make 2.5 of these now. These look absolutely amazing. You don't really need much with these. I think I'm going to put some smoked paprika on these, and that is it. I don't want to put much at all. But look at that. These look absolutely brilliant. Loads of prawns, and now we're going to eat good. That's what we got. A little bit of garlic salt there. All we're going to do is just get a nice little sprinkle over the top. And then the good old smoked paprika. Can't go wrong with that. Get that over the top, and the barbecue would just make this nice and crispy on the outside. And then with it steaming through inside the shell, all those flavours are going to mingle. Yum. Our coals are burnt down nicely now, guys. What you want is a nice little white ember on them, because these are going to cook very quickly. And we get our prawns on. Look at that. Let those cook through nicely. These won't take long at all. Just a little 5-minute cook on the barbie. These are ready to go. These are all looking pretty well done now. As you can see, they've all turned nice and orange. A little bit charred on the whiskers. This is smelling absolutely delicious. Let's get set up. Let's eat these bad boys. Been looking forward to this. That smells awesome. All you got to do, just take a nice prawn off. They're still quite hot. All you do is peel the head off, peel the shell off, and these are peeling really easy as well. There we go. Get the shell off, straight in the mouth. Whoa! I haven't had prawns in a while. Just going to take a few off. Once again, just peel the head off, peel the body, and all you're left with is a nice big chunk of tail. Oh, because they're so crispy, you could just bite the tail off and eat it like that. Doesn't make a huge difference. The shell, it's not a tough shell, it's not chewy in any way. Tastes amazing. Oh, I'm so glad I did this. Finally got the shrimps. Or prawns. I say shrimps, they're actually prawns. I always jump from word to word as always. Oh, this is awesome catch and cook. Gonna have to do more of these, but try and find the really big ones. I've seen a couple today that were about 3.5 inches to 4 inches long. But every time I went to net them, they would go straight underneath the cracks really easy. So it wasn't very good for getting the giant ones. But hey, we still got some all the same. Oh, if I had the patience to peel enough of these, I'd definitely be having a sandwich, bit of Mary Rose sauce. Oh, it's actually better just to eat them like that. Just bite the tail off, eat the shell and all. That ain't gonna hurt you. Oh, that barbecue taste. I'm a big fan of that at the moment. Just that smokiness that it gives, you know. That sun's just coming up. It's becoming daylight now. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. We've been out for a good 5 hours now. And we had a good haul. We found so many creatures today. So it just shows the fish are starting to come in now. I've seen a few pipefish tonight as well. Loads of those baby cuttlefish and a few lobsters. No big ones, but hey, can't win it all the time. At least we got a nice meal out of it. So I won't leave you any longer, guys. I've got quite a few prawns to pick through here. So stay tuned for the next episode. There's gonna be a lot more to come. If you'd like any merch or become a member, the link's in the description. So if you like the video, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Smash fishing, baby. Woo! Yum.